Hey, good morning, people. It is a cold day here in Iowa. It's about 40 degrees, so I think Spirit's preparing us for Standing Rock. It's about 7:45, and we're down here at the old Boyd's Grill in Iowa City. It is 2208 North Dodge Street, Iowa City. And the reason we're down here, as you can see behind me, is a great big U-Haul. Boom. And it's got some donations in it already, but we're looking for people to come down here and donate. So if you are in Iowa and you're able to come and donate, that would be fantastic. If you know anyone on radio stations in Iowa, down near Iowa City, give them a call, let them know we're down here. If anyone wants to bring coffee down here, that would be amazing. Good morning, Pate. Good morning, Wobska. Good morning, Diane. Morning, Tammy. Yeah, Tammy. Tammy is the wife of Jerry Brewer, and Tammy and Jerry allowed the water protectors from Mississippi Stand to have our camp on their back garden. Yeah, we love you guys, Tammy. They're so amazing. Tammy's a fourth generation descendant of Chief Keokuk, and the pipeline was originally going to go straight through their property there in Argyle, Iowa, and they fought off that battle, and then they decided to take on the pipeline, and they're still taking on the pipeline. So they very kindly had all the water protectors camping on their land. They were harassed constantly by DAPL. DAPL posted security at the end of their road day and night. They took video and pictures every time people left the house. They even had an attorney send a letter threatening to sue if the campers weren't removed from the private property. DAPL decided they had the right to tell a private property owner what they could and couldn't do with their property. And apparently DAPL think they own the world. They certainly think they own North Dakota, and that they can dig and destroy anything they want. So we're here to bring supplies up to those people who are already up at North Dakota. We're coming to bring our beautiful energy up to North Dakota too. So shortly we'll be able to see see firsthand exactly what's happening up there. Yeah, we have been warned about supplies being confiscated. We're going to be careful on that one. We're going to find the best route up. If anyone does know a good route up to Standing Rock that avoids getting stuff confiscated, that would be great, because we really don't want to lose all this stuff, because there's quite a bit of stuff in the back of this U-Haul, and by the end of today there's going to be even more. Hey Rob, I hope you're doing well. If you can send prayers, if you're sending prayers, send prayers to my friend Rob. He's been going through some personal health issues, and he's an amazing artist. He's also a great poet too. If you're not in Iowa City, I am going to throw up my PayPal. If you wish to donate, you can donate directly to me through the PayPal, and what that will go towards is essentials for the camps that are up there. So when I'm camping up there, if people need to go into town, they need to pay for gas. If people need to go and buy things like respirators and goggles and charcoal masks to protect themselves from the tear gas and from the mace, then they would certainly be able to. So if you can't be here and you still want to donate, then I'll throw my PayPal up there as well. Thank you guys for being here this morning, and everyone that's up at Standing Rock. I know some of you are up there watching right now. Thank you for everything that you do. It's amazing. And my colleague is behind me. Where's he gone? He's
Water
great.
is life. Life.
Here's my buddy Travis. We got our signs. Yeah, there we go. Protect the sacred. Water is life. So hopefully, if anyone knows anyone on the radio stations, Cindy from KPPP LP something up in Moorhead, if you're watching this, or if you watch this, please get hold of some radio stations down here and let them know, because we're going to be here until 6 o'clock tonight. 6 o'clock tonight, we're going to shut the truck doors. There's going to be another bunch of Mississippi Stand water protectors There's going to be Chris, there's going to be Bree, there's going to be Angel, there's going to be Josh. So we've got a bunch of us going up. I think there's about 7 people going up with us as well. We're going to drive through the night and we'll be up in North Dakota by lunchtime tomorrow. And yeah, so you'll get to see some live stream up there hopefully. And if you can send anyone in Iowa down these ways, the kind of things that would be really useful. Obviously money's always useful. Cold weather things, cold weather sleeping bags, cold weather clothes. Please don't bring us any like swim shorts. Please don't bring us any like nice like short sleeve shirts, because it's freaking cold up there. Good morning, Kimbra. How are you? Should we just keep this rolling? Let's just keep this live stream rolling as long as we can and see how many people will join. Good morning, Stacy. I know, it's early in the morning. Where are you guys at? It's about 8 o'clock here in Iowa. What time is it where you guys are? I know there's a lag on this. I've discovered this because after I finish posting sometimes you all... Sweetgrass, sage and cedar. That's the call out for sweetgrass, sage and cedar. Sweatshirts on their way over, says Alex. Thank you, Alex. 6 a.m? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know, sometimes I get up that early, but not always. Yeah, long sleeves are great. Long sleeves would be great. Yeah, 9 a.m, that's more like it. I haven't had my coffee yet, but I did have an amazing smoothie. My friend made a smoothie last night at about 1 in the morning, so I was ready for this morning. Yeah, I stayed with my friend last night. She's a night owl, so... But you know, you don't need 10 hours sleep. You can survive off of 5 or less. Hey, it's 9 o'clock in Ohio too. Cool. One day, Rob, I'll get to see you in Ohio. I promise. Promise. Philly, what have you been up since 4 o'clock, Diane? That's amazing. I bet you've been doing cool stuff to let people know that it's not cool to have this pipeline. Prayers your way too, brother. It's cold here this morning too. My hands are getting cold holding the phone. West Coast time. Hey, Amanda. I love it. My friend from La Crosse is on. I know it's a long way, but Amanda, you're at home. Maybe you can do this. If you can find any radio stations around Iowa City, Des Moines area, can you give them a call and say, hey, there's these 2 crazy guys from Mississippi Stand down in the car park at the Old Boyd Grill on 2208 North Dodge Street, Iowa City, and they're collecting stuff for Standing Rock. So if you've got any cool winter clothes, if you got any really good winter weather, cold weather sleeping bags. My gloves are in my pocket. It's really hard to use a touchscreen without gloves, Kimbra. But don't worry, I've got plenty of gloves with me. I'm good. I've got matching gloves. You want to see them? I'm going to have to get my matching gloves out, aren't I? See? Just so you know, see? I got my matching gloves. Medication. Medication-wise, they're talking native medicine. So they're talking sage, sweetgrass, and cedar. Kind of matches my beard, I know. Yeah, any gloves, good gloves. My mind's not working now. I need to go and get coffee, but fortunately, if you look over here, I can get coffee all day. So that's all good. Yeah, gas cards would be great as well. People are always looking up there if people need to get gas. So gas cards and cards for like gift cards can always be used and made use of. I know they were a donation at Mississippi Stand, and I went in the tent one morning when it was cold, and I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, I'm going to grab those. They're great. Oh, Lee, you're brewing some coffee? That sounds amazing. I feel like there's coffee going to be on its way here soon. Then I'll have some energy, people. But yeah, radio stations. So if someone wants to do some research for Iowa radio stations and get the word out, we're going to be here till 6 o'clock tonight. I want to see if we can fill this truck. I don't want to stand here all day by a truck and not see anybody. That's a good point. Who's up at Standing Rock? What are the gas stations? Can someone do that research online and find out for us? What's up in North Dakota? Because I haven't done that. I know it doesn't want to be Phillips 66 because they support the pipeline. So if we can avoid Phillips 66 cards, that'd be great. No Hy-Vee cards because they weren't very nice in Iowa. But apart from that, I'm sure those kind of things can be worked around. I'm sure people up there with money, if there were gas cards and someone had money, we could swap gas cards for money. So it wouldn't be the end of the world if the gas station wasn't up there. Good morning, Paul Thompson. Thank you for joining us. Where are you, sir? As soon as I can sell my possessions, says my friend, I will be at Standing Rock. Looking forward to having a morning coffee with you shortly. Awesome, so we've got coffee. Yeah, contact Slider Joe, but that's tonight. We're only going to be here till 6 o'clock tonight. Mount Pleasant. Awesome. Well, hey, if you're able to jump online and find some Iowa radio stations, especially in the Iowa City area, and bombard them with some calls and let them know that we're going to be down here. Tell people that they can bring down non-perishable food items. They can bring down winter clothing. They can bring down extreme cold weather sleeping bags. Hey Jenna, good morning Jenna. You're beautiful too. That's awesome. I know, and then anyone who is not able to come down here, you could all do something. Hit the heart right now if you know any kids in your life. Good morning, Kane. Any of you have children? Hit the like or the heart button so I know. And any of you got grandkids? Alright, I see quite a few hearts and like buttons going right now. So, who knows about the letter writing campaign? If you guys look up Future Earth Guardians, facebook.com/ or / one of the two, Future Earth Guardians, you will see that we're having a letter writing campaign. You can have your children, your grandchildren, their friends write letters to be read to the water protectors on the front lines, to let them know what they think about what they're doing. As those letters come in, they're going to come up to Standing Rock and be read. There's also the potential that some of this might end up in the archives of the Smithsonian Museum for the rest of time. One of my friends was involved putting together a book about the indigenous culture in this country, and it's time for a second book. And we were talking the other day, and Standing Rock and potentially these letters are something that could be part of that. So let's get these letters rolling in. I know there's people all over the world that watch this. It'd be awesome. So I will put the link in the comments now. If you can all share this page. There's already over 200 people on this page. Now I'm going to go a little bit weird right now because I'm trying to type and talk. And my multitasking skills without coffee are not the greatest. But that's the link for you guys in the comments. You can find that page, you can share that page. If you want to be a leader, and this is the first thing you've heard about it, you can go ahead and be a leader. To be a leader, there's a group, and you can join the group and you can come up with ideas, because we can do this in every single city all over the world. And we all know people, we all know teachers. Think of who the cool old teachers were in your school, or think of the ones that maybe you talk to on parent-teacher evening, and you know that they would be really in favour of this. Maybe they can make this a class activity. Maybe you go to Scouts or Cubs. Maybe you play on a sports team. Any of that stuff, any of those people, any of those community leaders. Maybe there's a youth group at the local church. All those kind of places can start writing letters. Good morning, Lee. Grandma Lee is with us. I only know that because I saw her like. She hasn't said hello yet, but she will do. So go ahead and get those letters rolling in. But for now, Iowa City, down by, and I'm going to show you this place so you can see what it looks like. Where's the sign? We're going to walk. We're going to go for a walk. All right. So if you're coming down the road, this is what you're going to see. Whoop. Boyd's. Probably shouldn't be walking in the middle of the road. There's a gas station. There's the Sinclair gas station. Yes. You can have the address again. Indeed. And then there's the big truck. It's a very big truck. Yeah, the address here. Let's look at me. The address here is 2208. Let's do it this way. It's actually in the top of this video, but you can't see it. 2208 North Dodge Street, Iowa City. Da, 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 da. That's the address. Oh, that's not the address. That's meant to say north, not. I told you I couldn't multitask. North Dodge Street. We'll try that again. Perfect, thank you. Hey, yeah, it's just off exit 246 off of I-80. So you can come on your way to work, on your way back from work. I like small flashlights, that's awesome. I personally, someone suggested glow sticks. If we can get flashlights instead of glow sticks, that would be awesome, because my pet hate in the world is glow sticks, because they are really bad for the environment. And you use them once and then you throw them away. Hey Paul, you are with us. That's the beautiful thing about this. Simply by sharing this and getting the word out, you're with us. Simply by talking about this with the people you meet, you're with us. You don't have to be physically standing here to make a difference. You're awake, you know about it. Not everyone can be here. I get that. Not everyone's blessed enough to be able to have found a way to just follow their heart and not have to worry about finance and not have to worry about how they're going to feed their children. I don't have children, I'm blessed. I don't have another half, I don't have a house, I don't have a car. Hand warmers would be awesome. I have a packet of hand warmers my friend gave me last night. Hand warmers would be great. But yeah, not everyone can walk away from everything. But everyone can share this, everyone can talk about this, everyone can have their kids write letters. Everyone can make a call to radio stations. Everyone can dip in their pocket and send a few dollars to protect the people that are able to stand on the front lines. You know, maybe it means some people don't spend $5 in the morning on the latte, but if everyone who spent $5 at Starbucks one day decided to throw that money down to the legal fund for the water protectors, imagine how much money would come in. So everyone can do something. Everyone can find a way to do something. And if you can get up to Standing Rock, that's great. If you can't get up to Standing Rock, no worries. You can pray at your local church. You can pray in your back garden. You can walk in the trees. You can send love from your heart. You can just be part of this in any way you choose. If you can get to Standing Rock and be physically there, great. But you can all go and take your money out of the banks that support the process. You can all boycott the stores that support the process. Because this is bigger than just Standing Rock. It's not in the news, no. But this is a people's movement. This is about changing the world. And if we want to change the world, we have to support the things that make the world a better place and boycott the things that don't. If we all chose to grow our own food in our garden, we could change the world. I love the fact Christine, her kids are working on the letters right now. That's awesome. If you go to that Facebook page, there is the PO box for it right now. So people that say they can't be there, don't feel bad that you can't be there. Just find a way that you can be there in spirit. Find a way you can make that difference. Everyone can make a difference. The thing is, most people grow up in this system, and this is just my opinion, but most people grow up in this system, and the system teaches you that you can't change it. That this is the way you have to live. This is the way everyone lives. But this is a new beginning, guys. This is everyone waking up and realizing, nah, we can live exactly how we choose to live. And if enough of us start to live a different way, then our city changes. If enough of us start to live a different way, then our country changes. You know, so you can all do something. I love you guys. Thought conditioning, exactly, yes. Yes, the media feeds on fear. It teaches us to be fearful. Well, hey David, so are you. You know, we're all doing this for the next generation. Because that's why we're here. We're here to take care of this place. We're here to leave it in a better way than we found it. And there are so many people realizing that now. It's such a beautiful time to be alive. Because you're surrounded by people that are starting to realize that and getting together and doing something about it. And Standing Rock is just the beginning. And people are standing up and saying that no more will we accept the government's stealing land, ignoring the way people live, teaching us that the way that other civilizations live is wrong and doesn't work. Yeah, basic survival is great. The next 7 generations, that's what it's about, indeed. So 11-11, not to fuel our vehicles all day. I like that idea. We are all relatives. Yeah, we all come from the same place. We all go back to the same place. I love these comments. Good morning, Chad. This was originally about collecting some donations for Standing Rock down here in Iowa City at 2208 North Dodge Street. But now it's becoming about how we can all make a better world. And there's some great comments going on here. If you have the time, just go through and read some of the comments. But it's really cool because we have the choice with everything in life. We can choose what we do. And we can choose how we feel. And we can choose how we act. No one can ever make us feel anything. No one can ever make us act a way. We have the power over ourselves. We're not taught that. And for years, I didn't live that way. Oh, this person made me upset. This thing made me upset. Things and people don't make us upset. We choose to be upset. We can choose our feelings. Just as when someone sprays mace in your face, someone can choose to fight back, or they can choose to send love back and to pray back and to let them know, whatever you do, you're not going to break me. And I applaud the people I see that do that. It's amazing to take such violence and such hatred and stand up and smile back and send love back and say, it's okay, I get you don't understand. We're going to help you understand. We're going to stand here until you do understand. So love is much more powerful than hate. All hate is an absence of love. Anyway, this wasn't meant to be a psychology lesson. Wasn't meant to be a life history, but I guess it's become that. I don't know. I'm just passionate about these things. I don't know, you guys don't really know me. But from the age of 17 to my late 20s, I was an addict. I spent my life in active addiction, from drugs, alcohol and gambling. Good morning, Melissa. So I spent a long time lost in my life, not realizing I could choose the way to live, taking using substances to hide from the world. And it took me a long time to wake up. And now that I am awake, and now that I realize how much control that I'm able to have over things, I just want to share that message. Because there's so many people out there that never heard that message. And I never heard that message. And now I found it. I just want to share it. Hey, awesome. Thank you, Dawn. Dawn D. Your son is writing letters. I love it. Yeah, you know, everyone's looked for happiness outside of themselves, and for a long time, so yeah, for a long time, I lived lost. I lived in a place where I wasn't living. I was just surviving, and I was grabbing anything to try and fill a hole inside of me, because I thought things outside of me could make me happy, because that's what I was taught. That's what the system teaches us. And then one day I started to realize that I had to find that inside. And as someone just said, yeah, opposite vibration of love is fear, which vibrates hate. Only vibrations to hold are love, truth, and joy. I love that. Thank you, Chanel. If you guys are interested in reading, if you like reading, I can highly recommend. There's some books I've read. The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz and The Mastery of Love by Don Miguel Ruiz are amazing books. Good morning, Bart. Yes, we can thrive, not survive. It's awesome, indeed. So, yeah, come on down, people. Iowa City is the place to be to take donations to Standing Rock. And then hopefully we'll do some live stream on the way up when I'm not driving. When my buddy's driving, maybe we'll do some live stream from the cab and let you know. That'll probably be dark, so we'll see. But we'll definitely be able to show you when we get up there. A good friend yesterday ordered 30 pounds of black soap to be delivered up there. And I didn't know what black soap was, but what he explained was it's a soap that's not only used to clean your body, but it cleans your spiritual body, it cleans your energy body. So super excited to be able to have that up at Standing Rock. Ah, everyone's giving each other love. You can see the world through my eyes. You can choose to. You see, what you focus on grows. And for years I focused on sorrow. For years I focused on all the things that were wrong. I focused that I didn't have friends. I focused that no one liked me. I focused on all those things, and that I was different, and that I was left out. And then I kept being left out, and I kept not having friends. You know, when you walk down the street, you can notice all the people smiling, or you can notice all the people that are sad. And whatever you focus on, you'll see more of. So if you focus on love, joy, and truth, you'll find more love, joy, and truth. If you get focused on hate, if you get focused on fear, if you focused on sorrow, you'll find more hate, fear, and sorrow. It's all there. It's just your perception of what's there. Indeed, Wildflower. I love what Wildflower said. Awakening is an inside job. That's so true. Alright, well, I think that this is a beautiful live stream and it's a lot of fun, and I love you guys. Aww. Wobscar. I hope they're tears of joy. And it's never too late. Because the moment you have's right now. It's never too late. What's the AVE, Diane? Tell people what the AVE is, because I don't know. So I'm trying to read comments. I freaking love you too, Pate. Globally, the AVE is what, Diane? Ah, we've got a crow in the tree here as well. That's pretty cool. All volunteers for evolution. I love it. Maybe you can post a website. Love is the answer. And funnily enough, I grew up listening to the Beatles, but I never really understood the words until I listen to them these days. You can put the website in the comments here if you want, Diane. So anyone that's just joining, down here in Iowa City, collecting donations for Standing Rock, and I think I'm gonna go try and put the signs at in the road. Well, not in the road, but by the edge of the road, so they're more visible. So there's a Facebook group that you guys have just hit in the comments. People are looking at me wondering, what's this strange guy holding a phone by a truck? That's why we need the radio stations to start announcing things. So if anyone's on this can find the Iowa radio stations and get them starting to announce this, that would be amazing. Because then people can really start coming down and asking questions. And you know, if people are just able to come down here today and find out a little bit more about the Dakota Access Pipeline, a little bit more about what's happening up at Standing Rock, and they don't have a single thing to give, they just give their time and their ears, then that's great. We are the people. Alright, I'm gonna go and get some coffee. Fine. That's perfect. You guys have a beautiful day. We'll check back in later and let you know how it's going. Take care. And take a moment to send some love. Take a moment to send some joy up to Standing Rock. Because there's people up at Standing Rock that need that right now. Because the things that I'm hearing is, you know, when you have a group of peaceful people getting together with love and joy to change the world and to say no and stand up and say no, there are people that come in that are deliberately there to try and make a wave of hate, to try and incite riot, to try and incite violence. So everyone out there that can sit and send some love and some joy to those water protectors, to give them the strength to see that, to really have their eyes open and understand who's there beside them and not get drawn in. Because the videos I've seen have made me cry. If that was my friend next to me being maced from a fire extinguisher in the face, or hit with a baton for protecting grandmothers and grandchildren, then there'll be a struggle not to be angry. So if there's someone there that gets angry and designed there to incite violence, it's very easy for people to jump on that. You see, like at a football match, what happens when a few people start throwing seats or start yelling abuse, everyone around them gets sucked in. There becomes a group psychology. So all you guys watching right now, you can help with that by sending love, by sending joy up to Standing Rock, to those brave water protectors up there, so that they can continue to stand in peace without violence. Because violence against violence never solved a single thing in this world, no matter what anyone tells you, no matter what the history books try and tell you. I know, that's the truth from my heart. Violence will never solve anything. Good morning, Lisa. I love it, Diane. Yeah, Facebook emoticons and you accidentally sent beer. It's all good. Alright, well, I'm going to drop off. Chris Larson was one of the people that organised this. He's one of on the Jill Stein campaign down here in Iowa City. He helped put this together. I saw he's just jumped on the video, so good morning, Chris. We're getting some notifications out here, getting the local radio knowing, so anyone who can get hold of Iowa radio stations. I'm going to go and call them myself in a second as well, and see how many people we can get down here. You guys have a beautiful day. Thanks for joining, and we'll talk to you again soon. Much love. Bye bye.